Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Well, we had an interesting trade pop up on the credit spread Genius scanner today, and it was interesting because it was pretty aggressive. The trade was a put credit spread in SQ, and what they did was they sold the March 10th expiration 74 puts and at the same time bought the 68 puts. So let's take a look at how that spread shapes up. So here's a chart of SQ. Now, again, for March 10th, which is 10 days from now, they sold the 74 puts. Now, that is just below where the low of the day today. So, a little bit of an aggressive trade. We do have a couple of points where the stock tried to get up there, just sort of kissed it, and then fell back below it. It's definitely a relatively strong support line, though it's only 52 cents below today's low. So this is a pretty aggressive trade. Somebody's looking for the market to move up quite a bit over the next 10 days. And they bought the 68 puts, which is a pretty big gap between the strike prices. So let's take a look at what that might look like on the charts here. We'll put the filter on and we'll set this to 68 and this to 74. And we'll just go like that. So selling the 74 puts and then buying the 68 puts, the hedge is pretty far off. This person's accepting about almost $6 of risk to only make about $1.20 or so. So again, pretty aggressive. When I see things like this, I look at them as the person really just wants to sell the puts and is buying a further out of the money for either A, disaster insurance, or B, to lower the margin requirements. In fact, if we were to model this trade on just a 10 lot, so this is just 1% the size of what this person traded, we get something that looks kind of like this, right? So a maximum gain here of, on this small contract size, it would be $1,190. Maximum loss of $4,810, and a break even at expiration of about $72.81. Now, I always like to model out all my trades like this and do my due diligence and say, hey, is there a support line that supports this trade? Pun, I guess, ends up being intended. And then what do I like as far as the risk reward goes? Does it make any sense to me? So I figured I'd share that with you. Because it is a reasonably big trade and there's a lot of conviction behind it. And so, hey, I like to say, follow the smart money. This is Dan Passarelli, and you yourself, trade smart.